discretion advised. There will be guns and weapons in this video.
Oh no! They say you got to go cause you're Godzilla. Hey! Oh no! There goes Tokyo. It's Tm-Zilla. Look, it's wagging its little tail just like its big brother. It's so cute.
Zilla 400, skin of the jungle, full of power and lightning and thunder.
It's the panic.
It's alive! It's alive! With much ado, we bring to you the one and only, the world's only Tm-Zilla. This is the precursor to the service Honda before they even thought about putting a big bore CR motor in a 250 frame. This is the real deal. This is a TM400, the motor of doom, the one that broke hearts and legs all over the world. And you can see why this thing is really fast. Can you imagine this in a 1973 chassis with 3 inches of travel front and rear? So the motor of doom, the TM400, was known as an ill-handling machine because it had so much power and it had the 1973 suspension on it. So the guy who owned this bike originally, that I bought this bike from, he's an engineer. And he had this bike in 1973. 74, 75, it was his rider, the one that he rode. He rebuilt the engine a couple times back then. I got pictures of him riding it, and he kept the bike all these years. And in the 80s, he had a Unitrack frame KX 420 that was an excellent handling bike, but he liked the TM400 motor better. So voila, there you have it. That's where the idea came from. And being an engineer, he took that TM400 motor, stripped it right down to the engine cases, rebuilt the crank, polished the cases, just to put a brand new piston in it. It's a second over OEM Suzuki piston, rings, top end bearing, circlips, base gasket, head gasket, rebuilt the entire motor, rebuilt the carburetor, and custom built this exhaust pipe, this one-off pipe, high pipe, because the TM was originally a down pipe, and then handcrafted the frame. Quite a bit of craftsmanship here. You can see the spacers, the drilled for lightness on the welds there, the custom aluminum engine mounts. The heavy-duty, all grade 8 bolts was used everywhere. And when I saw it, I was like, man, this thing's really cool. We got to take it to the next level. So we came up with the whole Tm-Zilla, RM-Zilla, Tm-Zilla concept. And we went right through the whole bike, top to back. The mechanic took the top end apart to confirm, because we can't trust what everybody says, to confirm that everything is new. So he went right through it, and he confirmed everything was new. It was to spec. Everything was super tight on the top end, second over, new piston. So it's good for, ready to go. The clutch, the transmission, the kicker, everything works beautifully. It's carbureted really well. Wizard spent a great deal of time fiddling with the jetting on it. He's got it just right now. So once we got the mechanics straightened out, we went to the cosmetics. So the bike was stripped right down. It's got a brand new yellow Suzuki front fender, brand new more modern front number plate. It's got a brand new Hoosier tire on the front and tube. They went through the brakes. They polished the fork tube lowers. The triple clamps are off of, these are the KX 420 front end, so original triple clamps on there. It has a Renthal bar on the top here, brand new Renthal bar, Pro Grip 801s, brand new clutch lever, brand new brake lever, brand new clutch cable, brand new throttle cable. It has a new Gunner Gasser style throttle, Renthal crossbar pad. It's got the new free flow tank breather tube. The gas tank was originally green, so we painted that yellow to match. It's got a new seat cover, and guys, what does it feel like riding it? Well, the first time I rode it the other day, once it was done, it feels like a Mako 490. It kind of has that same feeling, tall, thick seat foam, high bars. It feels, and it rides really nice. It's got a really really stiff rear shock spring with probably 11 inches of travel on the back, 11 in the front. The rear fender's a new Suzuki fender, new side panels. The pegs you can see are perfectly straight. They're not bent. The shifter's brand new. The chains and sprockets are new. The chain rollers are new. The chain guide is like new. The rear sprocket is new. It's got a brand new Hoosier rear tire on it. The exhaust, again, is custom made. The swing arm is in like brand new condition. The rear brakes have been serviced. You can see that it's got new brake pads. They're all the way out to the final adjustment. They're just, you know, having lots of life left in the brake system on it. And it's just, more than anything else, it's a conversation piece. With that, I got to go to the graphics. Christy Steiger, there's no template for this kit. She hand made these templates, which means that she bought these to her home office and put contact paper on here, cut it off, put it on the wall, entered it in the computer. She handmade the templates for the number plates, the front fender, the front number plate at great time invested. If you look at the graphics package here, this is one of one. This is the only Tm-Zilla on the planet. Steiger Designs Custom MX Graphics is kit number 39. It's got the Kaplan America, the VP, the Renthal, and it'll rip your house off the foundation. That's the first one she put that on. I thought that was cool. It's got the Hoosier tire logos. So it's absolutely a conversation piece. If you're going to do some vintage racing, this would be a kick-ass machine. If you just want something to display in your shop or your showroom, that's a one-off piece. This is it. This is the recipe. Take the big bore two-stroke motor, the most powerful, and I believe the first effective big bore two-stroke Japanese motor back in the day. I know the handling sucked and they got a bad rep for that, but a part of that was because this motor hit so hard, it'll wheelie all the way up the driveway, first, second, third, fourth gear. Just a really cool piece. You can see it has a brand new air filter in it. Also, the air box is like new condition. It's got a new fuel petcock, fuel lines. You know, Ronnie and I were kidding around earlier, and he goes, "I'm going to put my suit on, and I want to be in the video, and I want to act like I'm an accountant adding it up." And he goes, "So we've been working on this thing. This is kit number 39. Christy had these graphics designed. We've been working on this bike for a year on and off." And Ronnie's like, "Hey, how can we make any money with the amount of labor you put into this thing?" And I'm like, you know, this is absolutely, this is absolutely not a bike that was built to make money. It was a labor of love. It was a vision that we had, just like the fun that we have doing these videos for you guys. This was a labor of love, and I had to complete the vision and honor the commitment of the original owner who had this bike for 50 years, from 1973 to 2023. That's 50 years, right? Adrian, 2000. Yeah, I've been accused of being shitty at math before. I'm not really, but this bike has been in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010. It's existed in 6 decades. Let me leave it at that. But it's 5 decades old. So cool piece. You'll never see another one like it, I don't think, ever. I've never seen one before. Christy just knocked it out of the park with the swing arm graphics. Come around this side, Junior. Zoom in on this King of the 400s logo. That's Christy has done album covers before and T-shirts and art. She's been an artist for over 30 years. You got the Suzuki Rising Sun logo in the back here with the red and blue with the Tm-Zilla. Just a kick-ass looking piece. Everything about it is cool, and I wanted to honor it with an extra effort on this thing.
You can ship it anywhere in the States. Message your zip code for a shipping quote.
Yeah, if you have
questions, call.
We've had a lot of inquiries on this bike already. A lot of people are interested in this because it's such a cool piece. Very rarely do you see a cylinder painted the body color. I thought that was a really cool touch. It's a high temp yellow. You can see all the hardware on the motor is new. Again, the guy who built this was an engineer. That's what he did, welding and fabrication. And he built this not to sell it. He built it for himself, but he was getting up there in years. And not all of us can ride big bore two-strokes in your later years. So absolutely a conversation piece. If you have any questions, call us 860-454-7024. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button yet, please do. Hit the notification bell. And we're selling raffle tickets for a brand new 2022 CR 450F.
Go to KaplanCycles.com, purchase your raffle tickets. Also go to the apparel tab, pick up some Kaplan Cycles merchandise.
$10, you might win a brand new $13,819 what we paid for that 450 Works Edition, but it won't turn heads nearly as much as this will. I can promise you that. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.
Kickstand up.
Did you just look at it?
hang on to your little Zilla, because the Tm-Zilla it'll rip your house off the foundation.